So right after I finished recording my rant video about the Transport Committee, something appeared in my newsfeed, which you've probably all seen yourself, haven't you? The headlines that apparently the United Nations is telling governments to buck its ideas up and sort out motorcycle safety. Sounds like good news, doesn't it? But is it? So this article, which you may have seen in Visor Down, maybe in Motorcycle News, a number of other places, what it's talking about is a new declaration that's come out from the United Nations, basically saying that governments need to sort out motorcycle safety, focus on it and make it a big deal. Now, there's a couple of problems with this. One is because it's not actually a new statement. This is a declaration that's made by the UN this year. There's been a big press release about it, that's why everybody's picking up on it. But the same declaration was made 2 years ago and nothing's changed since. So this isn't a brand new idea, something that's just come out of the woodwork. This is just a repeat. Recycled, remanufactured is nothing new. So when you take a look at the article, what it's saying the UN is asking for is for governments to adopt a safe systems approach, to accept responsibility for what it can do in terms of, making the roads safer for motorcyclists, to adopt what's called the safe systems. So that's all good stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. As I say, it just doesn't happen to be anything new. The safe systems, obviously, it comes out of Vision Zero. It's been around for donkey's years, at least since 2008. It was specifically stated in documents published by governments here, there and everywhere as the mode of delivering road safety, safe systems, governments accepting responsibility. Obviously road users still need to accept responsibility. Nothing new there. It's been around for, well, where are we, 2008 to 26? Good few years, isn't it? So this isn't new. So if you're not too sure about the safe system, what it is, basically it consists of what's called 5 pillars. So that's safe road users, safe roads, safe vehicles, safe speeds, and after collision care. So it's perfectly sensible, logical when you look at it, and if everything's applied correctly, it should actually work. But as I said in my last rant video, what we've got is people already saying that the safe system doesn't work for motorcycling. What happens is, if you look closely, the majority of interventions tend to go one pillar of the safe system to one type of vehicle. So for cars, they focus on, safe vehicles. Quite obviously, roll cages, side impact protection systems, all the technology that's going in, automatic braking, all these host of different vehicle solutions to improve road safety. Brilliant. For cyclists, for pedestrians, it's all about infrastructure, isn't it? Cycle lanes, advanced stop lines, segregating the vehicles from the cyclists and pedestrians from the larger vehicles. Again, all sensible stuff. For motorcyclists, it's almost exclusively training, a bit more training, and then for good measure, let's just add in a little bit more training. So it's all in the safe road user pillar of road safety. So this is the fundamental problem that we've got. It's not being delivered equally for all road users, for all types of road user, across all pillars. So let's actually take a look at what's in this thing. The full declaration runs to 48 numbered commitments. National data systems, speed limits, vehicle safety standards, how road safety gets paid for, it's all there. Motorcycles get one of those 48 points, specifically point number 30. And here's what that point 30 actually says. Safer infrastructure, lower speed environments, certified helmets, rider protection, training, vehicle safety. And then this, the promotion of safe and sustainable mobility alternatives. Every other item on that list makes riding safer, but that last one doesn't. An alternative to a motorcycle is not a motorcycle. Read it plainly, and one of the UN's own answers to motorcycle safety is fewer motorcycles. So what this UN announcement has probably done is create, you know, a white flag, shall we say, that governments can wave and say, oh, we're doing everything we can, we've already signed up to this safe systems approach, nothing to see here, nothing new. And of course, when you look deeper into what the UN is saying in their document, it specifically says, and I'm not just making these numbers up, it's there in paragraph 3 of the Declaration from the United Nations, that 92% of motorcycle casualties come in low and middle income locations or countries. So despite what you might think about the UK economy at the moment, that doesn't actually include us. So yeah, 92% of the casualties that they're looking to address, they're occurring in low and middle income countries. So obviously they're pointing to things like, you know, everybody needs to wear a crash helmet. Brilliant. We've been doing that since 1973, haven't we? The reality is that this is really focused on those low and middle income countries. They're telling them that they need to get with this safe systems approach. Whereas, you know, here in the UK, they can say, well, we've already done that. We're already doing it. Job's a good one. So this is what depresses me, I think, about how this is being covered. It is basically saying that, yes, we've got a solution. The UN has stepped in and told the government to do exactly what we've been telling them to do all along, sort out motorcycle safety. But they've not given any new ideas. They've not addressed what are the problems. And this is where it goes wrong in my book. So there it is. Yes, unfortunately, the United Nations, they've stepped in and they've given the government a line to use to avoid doing anything more than they're already currently doing. It really delivered nothing more.
The UN hasn't given British motorcycling anything. At best, it's given British policymakers a line to hide behind. That's not a win for us. That's cover for them.